Dr. Vakar's four eyes blinked in rapid succession as he stared at the creature before him. In his 17 years of xenoveterinary practice aboard Station Kepler 442, he had treated countless species from across the known galaxy. He had sedated thoraxian war beasts, extracted parasites from crystalline drifters, and even performed emergency surgery on a juvenile void worm. But nothing, absolutely nothing, had prepared him for this. The thing sat on his examination table, panting. Its mouth hung open, revealing rows of sharp, gleaming teeth designed for tearing flesh. Predator teeth. Its eyes, positioned forward on its skull like a hunter's, tracked his every movement with unnerving precision. Muscles rippled beneath its fur-covered body, coiled and ready to spring. The creature's claws clicked against the metal surface as it shifted its weight. Is it sedated? Dr. Vakar asked, his translator implant struggling to keep his voice steady. His secondary arms trembled involuntarily. The human, Rin, she had introduced herself, laughed. Actually laughed. The sound was somehow more terrifying than soothing. Sedated? Oh no, Doc. He's wide awake. She reached out and scratched behind the creature's ears. Aren't you, buddy? Yes, you are. The predator's tail began to wag. Dr. Vakar took an involuntary step backward, his chromatophores flashing warning colors across his skin. Madam, I must insist. That creature is exhibiting clear signs of predatory excitement. The tail movement, the open mouth display, the direct eye contact. He's happy, Rin interrupted, her smile widening. Come on, Max, show the nice doctor you're a good boy. The creature, Max, apparently lowered its front half to the ground while keeping its hindquarters elevated, releasing what could only be described as a challenge bark. Dr. Vakar's 3 hearts hammered against his chest cavity. It's preparing to attack, he squeaked, fumbling for the emergency stasis button. He's playing, Rin said, exasperation creeping into her tone. She pulled a worn fabric sphere from her pack and tossed it across the room. The predator exploded into motion, muscles bunching and extending with lethal efficiency as it pursued the toy. It snatched the ball midair, landed with predatory grace, and trotted back to Rin, dropping the sphere at her feet. Good boy. Who's a good boy? You are, Rin cooed, producing a small brown pellet from her pocket and feeding it to the creature. Dr. Vakar's medical training warred with his survival instincts. You're rewarding it for simulated hunting behavior? I'm giving my dog a treat because he's the best dog in the whole galaxy, Rin corrected. Now can you please look at his paw? He's been limping. Dog, Dr. Vakar repeated, accessing his datapad with shaking appendages. He pulled up the file Rin had submitted. Canis lupus familiaris, descended from apex pack hunters. Bite force of 230 to 250 pounds per square inch. Capable of running at speeds up to... He looked up, his voice rising. Why would your species domesticate something that could kill you? Rin shrugged. They're useful, loyal, protective. She paused, then added with a grin. And they're cute. Cute. Dr. Vakar's translator nearly short-circuited. That is a killing machine. That killing machine, Rin said, her voice taking on a protective edge, is spoiled rotten, sleeps in my bed, and is afraid of the vacuum cleaner. Now are you going to help him, or do I need to find another vet? Dr. Vakar looked at the human, then at the predator, the dog, sitting calmly beside her, tongue lolling out, tail still wagging. In all his years studying xenobiology, he had learned one universal truth. Evolution shaped species for survival. The aggressive ones conquered. The clever ones endured. The adaptable ones thrived. But humans? Humans looked at the galaxy's most efficient predators and said, I want one as a friend. They had taken wolves, creatures that hunted in coordinated packs that could track prey for miles, that had terrorized their own ancestors, and through thousands of generations of selective breeding, created a creature that still possessed all the physical capabilities of its predatory lineage, but chose to drop toys at its companions' feet instead of hunting them. It wasn't the dog that was terrifying. It was what humanity had done to it. The sheer audacity of looking at something designed by nature to be feared and deciding to reshape it into something that loved them unconditionally. Very well, Dr. Vakar finally said, steeling himself. Please hold his head steady. As he approached, the dog watched him with those forward-facing predator eyes. Dr. Vakar gently lifted the injured paw, half expecting a lightning-fast bite. Instead, Max simply looked at Rin as if asking permission. "It's okay, baby," Rin murmured. "The doctor's going to help." The dog relaxed. Dr. Vakar examined the paw carefully, finding a small embedded thorn. He extracted it with practiced precision, applied a healing gel from his medical kit, and stepped back. The entire procedure had taken less than 3 minutes. Max hadn't moved once. "There," Dr. Vakar said, his heart's gradually slowing. "He should be fine within a few hours, and thank you so much." Rin's face lit up with genuine warmth. She knelt and hugged the dog, who responded by licking her face enthusiastically. "Did you hear that, Max? All better." As Rin prepared to leave, Dr. Vakar found himself asking, "Why do you call him spoiled?" Rin laughed again. "Because at home he has 17 different beds, gets home-cooked meals twice a week, and has more toys than he knows what to do with. He's treated better than most citizens on some planets." She paused at the door, her expression turning thoughtful. "You know what the funny thing is, Doc? 10,000 years ago, his ancestors were hunting mine. Now he won't even eat his dinner unless I tell him it's okay first." After they left, Dr. Vakar sat in his empty examination room, processing what had just occurred. He pulled up the human databanks, scrolling through entries. Dogs, cats, horses, falcons, ferrets. Dozens of species, each one a predator or prey animal that humans had somehow convinced to become family. The galaxy feared humanity for their persistence, their adaptability, their refusal to accept defeat. But perhaps, Dr. Vakar thought, they should fear humanity for something else entirely. Their inexplicable ability to look at the universe's most dangerous creatures and see not enemies, but friends. His translator chimed with a message from Rin. "Thanks again. Max says thanks too. Here's a picture of him with his new favorite toy." The attached image showed the fearsome predator lying upside down on a cushion, a tiny stuffed alien clutched in his paws, his expression one of complete contentment. Despite himself, Dr. Vakar's chromatophores flickered with amused blue. Perhaps humans weren't so terrifying after all. Or perhaps that was exactly what made them most terrifying of all.